What's up, Capricorn? With your September, how do they feel about me love reading? This is for my lovely Capricorns, Capricorn Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a general love reading and may not resonate with every Capricorn out there. So guys, this is a general, as always. In a general, roles can be reversed, energies can be reversed, and cross watchers, this very well may play out from your perspective. So just apply it where it fits. If it's not for you, it's definitely not for you. Don't try to make it fit, okay? So this is for those who are in need of guidance and clarity about someone. Maybe you are having issues in your relationship. Maybe there's no communication. Maybe you cut someone off. Maybe you are ghosted. If that sounds like the issue that you're going through, then this is the video for you. I do generally channel the YouTube collective, so just know that I do get new love sometimes, but most often outside of personal readings. The YouTube collective is for those who are in separation, okay? All right, Spirit, please bring forth the current energy for Capricorn's person. How does this person feel about Capricorn for the month of September? What are the current love energies? Please bring forth the current love energies in regards to Capricorn. How does this person feel about Capricorn? The Hangman. And bottom of the deck, we have Two of Cups. This is an energy of just really feeling like you have or had a connection with someone, you know, a really strong connection, almost like a soulmate almost. I just feel like there was, you know, right now on your mind is a really strong and powerful partnership. There was someone that you felt just got you like no one else. And I feel like this is really weighing heavy right now, okay? So your person, we do have the World. So their energy right now, I feel like they're really focusing on a lot of things. First of all, they could be really focusing on the world or concerned about what's going on at this moment in time. This could be someone who's a different culture than you. But with the World card here, I feel like this is someone who is currently busy. You know, it's just interesting. You see these beautiful women just knitting right now. And you see all the creatures and everything, and I just feel this is kind of a sense of harmony. This is a sense of peace. So I feel like right now your person is kind of feeling very peaceful. With the butterfly here, there's some sort of transformation or some sort of change here. I feel like they're working on, you know, feeling complete. They're working on feeling whole. And I feel like they also want to, you know, close some cycles out. They want closure, okay? Why is the World here? What is the current energy? The Empress in reverse. That's Taurus, Libra energy. Yeah, see, I just feel like there's something really heavy on their shoulder after an ending. With the Death card here, I feel like previously they may have been very selfish, or self-centered and not really concerned about your needs, but I feel like that has kind of changed. I feel like there has been a transformation for the better. I also see here that if you have released them, I feel like they do want, you know, a new beginning. You know, after the death is a new beginning, so I do feel like this is someone who is really trying to gain completion and gain clarity in their life, and I just feel like right now they're working on a transformation to how they previously were towards you, okay? Your energy, we have the Star. So I do feel like right now, I feel like you've healed. I feel like right now you're focusing on, you know, what's ahead. You know, I feel like you know, some of you could be essential workers or on the front line right now. Police officers here too as well. I just feel like you could be helping others right now, or I feel like you're willing to talk to this person. You're willing to speak to this person. If this person were to reach out to you, you're willing to discuss things with them. I feel like you are a star in this person's world too, which is really beautiful. I just feel like you're in this really powerful healing energy. I feel like you're trying to stay positive in regards to all the chaos that's going around you. Okay, we do have the Tower that just fell, and now we have the Star. So I feel like right now you're trying to stay positive, you're trying to stay motivated, you're trying to help people as much as you can, okay? How's this person seen, please? Why is the Star here? Yeah, Chariot. We have Cancer energy and Aquarius energy. Also Scorpio energy. With the Chariot here, I do feel like you kind of are, you're staying busy. I feel like you are, you've gone in a different direction. And I feel like you're kind of doing your own thing. I really feel like you're trying to gain success in your life. You're trying to, heal. You're trying to be a different person. And I feel like you've gone a different direction because you've had to. But I feel like you have such a good heart that you're willing to hear this person out. Ooh. And then we have the Devil, Capricorn energy. This can talk about, I just feel like previously this was someone who was very toxic. So I feel like, you've healed, you've gone in a different direction. And I just feel like with the Devil energy, some of you wish that this person would have changed. Others of you have left a toxic situation. I do see that there's also kind of an element of temptation. So I feel like for a few of you, you guys may have walked away from this person for someone else. Okay, but it wasn't what you thought it would be. I just feel like this person seeing you, as having gone in a different direction towards them, and whatever they see you going towards, they feel it's not better than them. And for those of you who maybe you are in like a marriage or a unhealthy connection, and this was someone else, I just feel like this person feels like you made the wrong decision. Okay, because how do they feel about you? We have the Eight of Cups here, so I feel like they feel that you walked away, leaving dirty dishes in the sink, meaning leaving, things behind that needed to be addressed, that needed to be worked on. So they almost have like this energy of you, abandoning the connection or no longer wanting to work on a connection. But I feel like, you kind of went for the unknown with the Moon here. You kind of went for what was hidden because you wanted to be happy, and that what was going on, the patterns, the behavior, it wasn't making you happy. No matter how much you love this person, you had to let go. Okay, you had to disconnect from them with the Queen of Blades here. I just feel like, they're seeing you as walked away, as turning your back on them. Why is the Eight of Cups here, please? How do they feel about them in their heart? Yeah, because there was disharmony here. And again, someone could have been attached to another toxic situation. Four of Wands, please. Why is this here? And I feel, again, we have the Moon. So I just feel like there's so much that was not revealed. There was just so much misunderstandings between the two of you. And there's also like fear here and confusion. So I do feel like a lot has not been dealt with. And this person wants the world. This person wants closure. This person wants answers. So if you find yourself like thinking of this person and you don't understand why, because you're in a better place and you're in a different, state of mind, I just feel like this person is like putting that thought form out into the universe in regards to you, because I feel like you've moved on with the Eight of Wands here, and I feel like this person just wants to communicate with you. I feel like this person wants to talk with you. I feel like this is someone you moved on from, for stability, and I just feel like they want to talk with you. Why is the Eight of Wands here, please? Tell me about the connection. Yeah, see, I feel like, you're no longer waiting for this person. You've moved on. I feel like you gave them a chance or gave them a timeline, and it wasn't, abided by, or wasn't done correctly. And so I feel like you've changed, and I feel like you've kind of released the situation. You walked away. And for a lot of you, I just really get a really strong third influence. It doesn't have to be another romantic partner. A third party situation can be the environment. It could be family. It could be friends. It could be, child custody situations. I just feel like there was something here that you got tired of waiting for. And so with the Wheel of Fortune here, you took your chance. And you walked away. You became independent. You're no longer waiting for them, okay? And I feel like you've released this person, and now that you've released this person, they're starting to see things from a whole new perspective. They're starting to gain clarity in their life. They're starting to see, that in a sense you had to block them. And I feel like this person wants to gain control in their life. They want things to change. I feel like they are changing. Okay. Yep. The world. See, you blocked them and now they realize they lost you. You were their world. Okay. You were the star in their world. The one shining star in their world. And I feel like this is someone who still wants answers, still wants closures, and they feel like you just walked away. They want to know why. They want to know why. Because how this person is coming towards you, we have King of Blades, which is Ace of Blades. I'm sorry, King of Swords. I just feel like this person's really trying to examine the situation, and I feel like they really just want answers. They want, they have so many questions for you. And I feel like they just want clarity. They want honest communication. They want sincere communication. This is also air energy. Why is King of Blades here, please? How's this person coming towards them? Yeah, see, they're just so confused. They just want answers. They just want answers. 7 of Cups, please. How is this person coming towards them? Yeah, they want to talk. They want to talk and they want answers. And I just feel like they're confused, they're puzzled, they don't know why, what, when, or how. And they probably know, but they're just not acknowledging it, okay? What is the energy of this connection, please? See, I feel like this is someone who deceived you, and now they're recognizing what you truly meant to them. They're recognizing what they had and why you had to do what you did, why you had to cut them off. You guys are disconnected from one another now is what I really feel. I feel like you really wanted to help this person. You truly did. You wanted to help them and they took you for granted. You can't fix people. People have to change for themselves. Awakening. See, yep, they're waking up to what they had, waking up to what they lost. For those of you who haven't spoken to your person, what message would they like to tell you from their higher self? Wow. I feel too much pressure right now. Okay, so I feel like, for some of you, if you're wondering why this person hasn't come towards you, they could have a lot going on in their life right now. Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know if I'm cut out for this. And one more, please. So this is someone who does question sometimes if they're good for you. I'm trying to do the honorable thing. So I feel like if they are getting pulled to another situation or a third situation, they feel like they had to do it. It was the honorable thing. So again, if they were taking care of children or family issues. But I also feel like this is someone, because this is under awakening, I feel like this is someone who does want to do right by you, does want to do the honorable thing. But sometimes they don't know if they're cut out to be the person that you want them to be, if they can meet your expectations, okay? Tell me about this connection, please. Woo! See, reconciliation. This person does want you to come back. Or, they want to come back to you. Someone from your past is returning into your life. So everyone's all in their feels now. Everyone's always like overthinking things right now. So I feel like a lot of you are going to be hearing from your person. And to keep an open mind, a lot of you may not even want to hear from them, but if they do take time to reach out to you and, want to communicate with you, just keep an open mind to what they have to say. I just gotta say this, you guys, like, this is so common. I just feel like nowadays it's like people don't get closure. People don't get answers. Some people get ghosted. Just realize that unfortunately, closure nowadays is almost like a luxury, and which is really sad. But what I'm trying to say by this is that even if you don't have intention to communicate with someone, or you don't want to reconcile with them, if they take the time or put aside their pride and ego to reach out to you to try to explain what they need to explain, hear them out. And even if you don't want them back, they're lying or whatever, just be graceful and classy and just say, thank you so much for reaching out to me and, trying to provide answers. I really appreciate it. And I know it took a lot from you, but I'm in a different place. I'm in a better place. And, I'm not ready at this time, and I don't know if I will ever be ready. So just be graceful and just remember, sometimes it does take a lot. Okay. All right. Yeah, see, this is someone who wants to repent to you, but they know that, you know, with this size card here, this is someone who knows that you are underwhelmed with them. You know, you're not impressed with them, but they're thinking about this a lot. This is someone who's really putting a lot of time and energy into how they can make this work with you. They're thinking about you quite a bit, okay? So have an amazing month, and I'll catch you on your next video. Take care.